Folks, it has been a very, very long day today. I've been up since 4 a.m. Yes, you heard me right. It is now 11:05 p.m. I'm just starting to record this video. It's super important that I get this video out because you guys need to hear this information. Okay, so forgive me. My makeup's not great. My hair is a mess and the lighting's probably terrible. It's really late. But the question is, what the heck is going on in the market? The purpose of this video is to give you some tools and some areas to go find reports to make very good decisions regarding how to place your house on the market, what type of price, what to expect. A lot of the realtors out there don't even know this. So I want to help you navigate through a market right now that is correcting and shifting. I didn't say we're crashing. Those of you who have never met me before, my name is Audra Lambert, and I am one of the top selling agents in Orange County, California. I do have a team of agents that support me in my business, and these are the things that I teach them. These are the places I tell them to go. These are the reports I tell them to read. And when we're meeting with our clients, these are the data points. These are the reports that we bring to our clients' attention in efforts to come up with a good strategy, a good pricing strategy, a good exit strategy. So let's get into it. I look at two things when I'm establishing what the market's doing. First one is we're going to look at a bunch of data points. We're going to look at statistics. We're going to look at graphs to understand how the market's responding. But even those statistics and those graphs, there's also like an interpretation of what's really going on. And I call that our emotional intelligence, where we're going to reach out to certain people and ask them certain questions. And when we gather this research and we combine it together, we're going to have a really good idea as to what the market's doing, where it's trending, and if you are going to sell or purchase a home, how to do that with this in mind. So let's start with the numbers and the data. So I like to start in a very broad, like national level. And then I look at the data at a county level, and then I drill down a little bit deeper into the maybe the city or a zip code. So the first thing I want to look at is how do we get national data? Folks, this is totally free. Every Monday, you're going to sign in to Mike Simonson's YouTube channel and watch his Monday updates on the housing market in the nation, okay? The information is invaluable. I can't believe it. I'm actually at 42,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. As you know, my goal is 50,000 subscribers so I can get this information out to the universe. Get back into it. So jog your memory, Econ 101, law of supply and demand. Just remember that if there's scarce products out there, the consumer will pay a premium. If there is a surplus of products, the consumer is going to demand a lower price because there's lots of competition. So the last 3 years, we have had a booming housing market because inventories have been scarce, and those buyers will pay a premium for your home because there's just not any inventory. Now, if inventories get too high, and there's a lot of competition, those sellers out there are going to have to reduce their price to attract buyers to entice them to jump in and purchase their home. So let's put this slide on the screen for you. This is from Altos Research. This graph illustrates the national inventory, and you will notice that dark red line, 2024. Where's that going, folks? It's going up. That's not good for home sellers anyway. Now, if you look at those other reddish lines, those were the previous years, 2023 and 2022. Remember that at the end of 2022 and 2023, rates got up to 8% and the market stalled. I hated that period of time. And so what happened? The home sat on the market because the buyers weren't jumping in and the inventory started growing. So if you look at the second half of 2023 and 2022, you will see that those inventories grew at the later half of the year. But now let's go back to that dark red line. Look where we are right now, folks. Like we are on our way to actually crossing over 2020 inventory levels before COVID. So we're getting back to a more, we'll say, normalized inventory. But if my opinion is, it's going up faster than I like. It's happening fast, folks. Just my opinion, of course. But hey, numbers don't lie, right? Here's another slide from Altos Research. Now, this slide helps us determine how buyer demand, how it's responding. And you will see that dark red 2024 line is starting to really start to drop down significantly. That means that there's just not as many homes going under contract. In fact, there were 67,000 homes that went under contract this week. I know that sounds like a lot, but we're talking about a national level. And right now, you will notice that the market is trending downward when typically we see that downshift in the second gear, usually in July. So the seasonal downshift is definitely occurring sooner at least in my area, and the national graph that Altos has provided us would also support that. So understand that we are in a market that is definitely starting to slow down on a national level. This is another slide from Altos Research, which I always find this the most interesting one and the scariest one. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. This is the amount of listings that are on the market that are doing price reductions. The homeowners put their house on the market, they like their price, and the market's not in agreement, so they are reducing their price. So they're doing a price adjustment. So 36.4% of all the homeowners out there who have their house on the market, 36.4% of them are reducing their price to attract that next buyer pool, okay? Because the market has spoke, they're not in agreement with their list price, the sellers aren't satisfied with the results, so they're reducing their list price. 36.4% of them out there. Folks, that is a very, very high number in my book. So if you go look at the 2023 line, you will notice that it's much lower than where we were this time last year. So when I start seeing price reductions start to increase on a national level, I get a little worried. I know there's something going on. So on the national level, we got inventories that are increasing, we got buyer demand that's decreasing, and we got price reductions that are trending upward, 36.4%, okay? And we're gonna watch Mike Simonson at Altos Research, YouTube, link down below. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. I've never even met Mike. He doesn't know who I am. I'm just this little tiny peon in Orange County, California. Nonetheless, I really appreciate the information he provides. It will be very helpful for you. He's a great analyst, and I know you're going to benefit from watching his videos. Let's take it a little bit deeper. Let's go down to the county or metro area. Where do you find that data? It's free. Okay, it's free. Folks, it's free. You can do this on your own. So you're going to go to your Google browser or whatever browser, and you're going to type in Redfin Reports. Just type that in, screen will populate, and then you're going to go find the area that says Redfin Data. Hit that little button, and you will notice on the far right-hand side of that screen, there's two little areas. You can search for your reports via a metro or county level. In my area, I like to choose Orange County, California, and just select the county. And I will show you a few reports in my area that support what's also happening on a national level. Check out this first slide. This is the Orange County. This is my own metro area. And you will notice that each one of those lines represents a different year. So right now, we are the yellow line. Yellow's 2024. Where is that listing inventory going? It's going straight up. Look at that blue line. That was 2022, okay? Still significantly lower, but look what happens at the end of the year. In every single one of these years, the listing inventory starts to definitely pull back at the end of the year. Now look at that black line. That black line is 2022. Remember I told you that that was a really scary time. If you watch some of my past videos, that's when rates got up 8%, and anything I put on the market, I could not sell at the end of that year, because look at what happened to that inventory. So the takeaway from this slide is we need to really pay attention to what's going on with that inventory. If you are putting your house on the market in your metro area or your city, the inventories are increasing. Just realize you're going to be met with more competition, and your buyers might want to negotiate, or maybe you have to work together. It's not just a seller's market anymore. That's for sure. Okay, I'll make this quick because this is my metro area, but each one of you watching this video can go into Redfin and get these same reports for your city. And I promise you, they're probably very close to what I'm experiencing in my metro area, which is Orange County, California. Here are the pending sales. This shows you how many homes are actually going under contract. And if you look at that yellow line, that is 2024. And you will notice that the pending sales is dramatically trending down. If you look at that orange line, that is 2021. Remember I told you those inventories are really low and it was the glory days? Look at how many homes were going under contract because inventories were being squeezed. Buyers are willing to pay a premium for those scarce products. Demand was really high. You can tell from the yellow line, 2024 on this graph, that the demand, meaning how many buyers are jumping on the market, is definitely slowing down and pulling back. Numbers don't lie. I highly recommend that if you are thinking about putting your house in the market, that you do reach out to a real estate agent that can help you with understanding some of the numbers that we covered today. In my area, Stephen Thomas with Reports on Housing is the big analyst in my specific area. He also has a YouTube channel that's free. So if you are living or dwelling in my area, highly recommend that you watch his YouTube channel as well. It takes it even a step deeper. I will link his information in his YouTube channel below. Once again, this is not sponsored. This guy doesn't know who I am either. Once again, I'm just a little tiny person in this real estate world, but nonetheless, the information is really important. And if you're working with realtors that are in different areas of the country, they too will have reports from their specialists in their areas. You need to understand the data. Now, a lot of you don't know Orange County, California, where I live. I will tell you, in the last 3 years, it has been a hot spot. Like, it's been crazy. Anything we put on the market, it's literally under contract within a week. So I want to share this one slide with you. Now, I know this does not pertain to your specific area, and you're talking to those realtors who are going to assist you with selling your home. Ask them this question. Tell me about days on market. What are the average days on market in my area, and how is it trending? Days on market calculation is extremely important to look at. So if you are selling your house, or if you have your house in the market, look at that days on market. Buyers are aware that the longer your house is on the market, there could be a deal. You want to protect that as much as possible. You also have to know what to expect. The realtor that you're working with in your city or in your metro area should be able to communicate what the average days on market is in your area. So I'll put this slide on the screen for you. This is Stephen Thomas's report for my metro area, Orange County, California. You will notice that purple line, the days on market calculation, is significantly increasing, okay? Once again, guys, I live in a very, very hot market in the last 3 years. To see this days on market calculation tick up significantly, it's a little worrisome, okay? I'm not gonna lie. And I feel it. I have several listings on the market right now. We're not doing any major price reductions. I don't see a housing crash, but understand there is a slowness out there. And if you are a seller, or if you're looking to transfer to another city in the next few months, it might take longer than you expect to sell your home. Now, all these reports I'm sharing are free to you. I will link down below in the description box some links where you can find these reports if you have a hard time navigating YouTube. But realize, folks, if you are going to sell your house, you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. Something else to consider is let's watch those mortgage rates. The market is very sensitive to any type of fluctuation in the mortgage rates. Remember, you're just going to go into your Google browser, type in 10-year treasury, and you will notice that if it's trending up or down, the mortgage rates usually follow. So keep an eye on that as well. Let's talk about that emotional intelligence. Folks, let's use our brains, right? Let's get smart. Let's talk to staging companies. Look in your area. Who's the top stager in your area? Give them a call. Ask them, hey, how long is it taking you to get your furniture back? And most staging companies will have a 2 to 3 month staging contract. And my stager's telling me that it's taken longer in some cases. So good to know that. It's a good pulse. And if you call your stager and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, that means there's a lot more inventory more than likely coming on the market. Talk to 3 staging companies in your area. They're very helpful. Good indicator of what's going on. Call 3 mortgage companies. Ask them how many loan applications they got in the week. You'd be surprised. They're very low right now. I talked to 3 this morning. First people that know that there is any type of correction or any improvement is the realtors out there. I promise you. I don't care what stats say. Go talk to a realtor and they'll tell you what's going on in the market. And I don't know if a lot of realtors do this, but my team, we come and meet on Mondays after all the open houses. And for 4 to 5 hours, all we do is reach out to any listing agent that's had an open house, anybody that's gone through our open house. We detail all the feedback. We ask agents what's going on their listings, how many people came to the open house, what the feedback is on their property. And let me tell you, it's always shocking. Now, full disclosure, my team and I have met the last 3 weeks, and it is unanimous that the market is definitely slowing. But for you buyers out there, you're probably thinking, yay, it's finally time I get a discount. Now realize, folks, that these sellers, they still have quite a bit of equity in their properties. They made quite a bit the last few years. And not even that, they still have those low mortgage rates. So they have that staying power. But I'm telling you right now that there's a lot going on with the election. There's a lot going on with a lot of uncertainty out there. And we're starting to really feel the market start to stabilize. I think it's a balanced market right now. We'll have to keep an eye on it. And I certainly hope from this video that you know where to go to find the data and to talk to the right people to make good decisions and good strategies when you put your house on the market. So when I'm meeting with sellers right now, I'm sharing the exact same data that I'm sharing with you right now. Now, in the last few years, I'm like, hey, let's push price. Why not? The market's increasing, so our price should increase. I'm having different conversations with my sellers right now. I'm saying, let's list your house at market value. Let's see where the market takes you. Now, there's some sellers that are absolutely convinced that they are going to be the anomaly and the market is going to speak differently to them than the rest of the universe. All right, I don't mean to make fun of people, but here's the deal, folks. We really need to be aware of where we are. I don't think this is 2008, but I do think it's a time to be realistic. We're not going to have 10 to 15% appreciation year over year. At least that's what I'm experiencing in my area. And I'm also here to tell you, I'm your friend. I'm here to give you sage advice. And I'm also trying to give you the right tools that you can take control of your own selling or buying experience and make really good decisions for yourself. So don't get too greedy, be conservative, and let the market speak to you. And just please listen. You don't want to be caught chasing the market down. Well, that's it for me today. If you got any benefit, please subscribe to my channel and smash the like button. Trying to get to 50,000 subscribers, and I need your help. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.